All right, friends, we will go ahead and get started, and then if more friends join us, that will be fine. But good morning, my friends. I'm so happy to see you. Today, for morning meeting, I thought we could share our favorite fruit and our names, since we're still learning each other's names. Sound good? All right, I'll start off, and then I'll let you know who's gonna go next, okay? So my name is Miss Eppin, and my favorite fruit, ooh, that's so tricky. I have two. I really like pineapple and peaches. Jasmine, will you tell us your name and your favorite fruit?
My name is Jessica Thomas, and my favorite is Nada and Rabbit.
Very nice. Those are good ones. Junior's joining us here. Let's give him a second. Good morning, Junior. Allison, will you tell us your name and your favorite fruit?
My name is Apple, and my name is Allison with Apple.
Very nice. Allison likes apples. Let's see. Remy, what is your name and favorite fruit? Remy, will you turn on your microphone so we can hear you? Do you see the mute button? All right, we'll keep trying. Andrea, will you tell us your name and favorite fruit? Oh, Andrea, we can't hear you. There you go. Will you tell us your name and favorite fruit now? Andrea, it's not working. I'm not sure why. Oh, Remy, you found it. That's the right button. So will you tell us your name and favorite fruit now? Hi, Graciela.
Good morning, Miss Eppin.
Good morning. We're just going around sharing our name and our favorite fruit. So let's see. Remy, I'll give you a minute to think about it, okay? Sunbright, will you tell us your name and favorite fruit?
My name is Sunlight. My favorite fruit is a banana.
Very nice. That's another good one. Melanie, will you tell us your name and favorite fruit?
My name is Melanie, and I like strawberries and blueberries.
Very nice. Junior, can you tell us your name and your favorite fruit? Oh, it looks like he might be frozen. I will come back to Junior. I hope he gets unfrozen so we can hear. Oh, there you go, Junior. Can you hear us? Can you tell us your favorite fruit?
It's pizza.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Graciela, will you tell us your name and your favorite fruit?
Hi, my name is Christina, and my favorite fruit is watermelon.
Ooh, that's another good one. Oh, I'm getting so hungry for fruit just talking about it. Andrea, will you try again to see if we can hear you this time? We're still having a hard time hearing you. I'm not sure why. Remy, will you try again? Our sound's being a little silly this morning. All right, friends, well, while we get that figured out, I thought we could read our morning message. Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday, August 6th. Let's make it a great day. Love, Miss Eppin. And I thought for our story this morning, we could read Rosie Revere, Engineer. If you've read this book before, give me a thumbs up. If it's new, let's see a thumbs down. Ooh, so it's new for lots of us. This is such a fun one. So it's called Rosie Revere, Engineer by Andrea Beatty, illustrated by David Roberts. So let's make sure that we are muted while we listen to the story, and then raise your hand if you want to share, and I will call on you, okay? All right, great job, friends. And this is another special book to me because some of my old students bought it for me and then wrote their names in it so I could always remember them. I think of them every time. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. You see her hot dog machine and her helium pants? The uncle she loved most was zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head. From parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud. But Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly, I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf and after that day kept her dreams to herself. And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great Aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, no, not I. But questions are tricky and some hold on tight. And this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. She worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The Helio cheese copter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer. Graciela, are you raising your hand? No? Okay. Andrea, you have a question? Remember, take yourself off mute, okay? What's your question, Andrea? I'm so sorry. Your computer's not working. I can't hear you again. We'll come back to you. Jasmine, did you have a question too? Jasmine, do you have a question?
Yes.
What's your question?
Someone other than really going next.
What's your question? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
I said, I thought really going next.
What are we going to read next? Well, we still got to finish this one. Ready? She turned round to leave, but then great Aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next. Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. I failed, said dear Rosie. It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed. Yes, said her great aunt, it crashed. That is true. But first, it did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew. Your brilliant first flap was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. I love that she just kept trying. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. And that's the end. Give me a thumbs up if you like that one. Great, I'm so glad you guys did. So I have a wiggle break ready for us. Thumbs up if you're ready to get some wiggles out. Awesome, Melanie's super ready, 2 thumbs up. Allison, 2 thumbs up. Jasmine, no wiggles today? I've got some wiggles I'm ready to get out.